Good morning, and welcome to Daily Disciplines. Well, I hope you had a great day yesterday, and that it was a time of some real exciting thinking on your part. Today, I'm going to ask you and me to get real specific now and begin to write things down. See, it is not until we've come to the point where we're willing to crystallize it and write it down that we've started to make some emotional commitments to the goals that we're establishing. And so that becomes a really crucial part of the whole process, writing it down. I'm sure many of you who are listening right now have heard me share my early experiences with writing things down and how skeptical I was that would have any effect at all on my ability to accomplish goals in my life. In fact, I remember a number of arguments that I had, not just with the one person that I generally talk about, but with other people as to whether or not that could, what difference could it possibly make if you write it down or if you don't write it down. And I'm still not convinced that I know all of the reasons why it makes a difference. I am, however, convinced it does make a difference. When you'll take the time, when I take the time to really think it through so that I can write it down. Here's my next observation of myself. The first time I write it down, it's not really exactly the way I want to say it. And so I go back and I do a little rewriting and I do a little changing of the wording, and then I think about, okay, what does that really say? Is that really what I want? And sometimes I have to change it again and keep changing it until finally it says what I really want to say in terms of my goal. And I've gone through the process of thinking, which is another one of those crucial parts of it, the process of thinking, will I pay the price for this? Am I willing to do what I know now it's going to take to accomplish this goal? Am I willing to do that? Is that too big a price? Is there too much time involved in that? Is there too much energy? Is there too much money? Am I willing to take the resources that are necessary and put them into this process? I mean, it's a whole series of thoughts that I go through in just writing it down. And so when we effectively write down the things that we want, we begin to lay out that written plan of action, we discover that there are some things that we're able to think through that we've not thought through up to that point. And asking the question, are you willing to pay the price, is certainly one of those crucial things. And I'm sure some of you have heard me say this before, but I'm about to say it again because I need reminding of it from time to time, and that is this. If in the thought process and writing it down, you come to the conclusion that you aren't willing to pay the price, don't write it down. Keep modifying that written plan until you get it to a point where you say, that price I am willing to pay. Because if you and I write down goals that we are not willing to make the sacrifice or invest the time or the energy or the work ethic into making it become reality, we will fail. And when we fail, we will begin the process of self-doubt that ultimately leads us to live in a small little world of dreams that do not challenge the imagination for us to move forward. Well, goodness, that got to sounding real kind of deep philosophically. But I guess maybe it really is. Daily, to think in terms of will I pay the price today is a deep subject that does take time at the beginning or the closing, or perhaps both at the beginning and closing of each day. I challenge you to do that, as I'm challenging myself as well. And so, have a great day. It'll be exciting. And we'll talk again real soon.